Hi everyone, welcome to Rakesh sir lecture. Today we are going to discuss about depth of field and depth of focus in optometry. Mainly this topic will be taught in visual optics as well as geometrical optics second. So what you really mean by depth of field and depth of focus, and where does it more useful? No, this is mainly useful when how the retina captures and how much you have depth, how much you have range to see the object clearly, right? Even this also will be mainly useful in capturing the photos. Apart from the optometry, when you want to capture the photos, so before buying this camera, DSLR camera, we want to know what is the depth of field and depth of focus of that camera, right? So anyway, eyes like a camera, so we want to know what is the depth of field and what is the depth of focus of this camera. So before that, we should know what is the depth of field and what do we mean by depth of focus. And to understand this better, see, this is an hypermetropic, this is an emmetropic eye, right? And this is a retinal plane. Now, let's assume you focus at some distance. Eye is focused at some distance. That means if you are looking at some object. So let's assume you are seeing this object A. You are seeing this object A. What will happen from here? Light will, if you are seeing it clearly, that means light from the object A will strike the cornea, and after reflection through the eye, it will focus. It should be focused with the help of accommodation. It should be focused onto the retina. Am I right? Now, what is seen that? See, eye is accommodated or focused for object A, and if you change the distance, accommodation will change. But if slight change the distance, if you move the object slightly closer or slightly further, it is seen that, for example, if I move this object slightly closer, I am moving this object slightly closer. Let's assume at this distance I have moved this from here. I move this at this distance. What will happen at this distance also? What will happen? More divergent. See, if you move closer, more divergent light ray will be there. More divergent light ray means this also will get more divergent and it will focus slightly behind the retina. So it will get focus slightly behind the retina, right? So now, not only this, even you move this object slightly farther from the focused point, this is the focused point, right? So if you move the object slightly farther, let's assume at this point, right? And from this point, it is seen that, I'll take green color. So from here, less divergent light will be there. That means when the object is far, divergent will be less. When you move closer to eye, divergent will be more, right? So even this is less converge. That means I will focus in front. See, when the object is far, it is more converged and less divergent. When you move forward, it will be more divergent and less convergent. So this is more convergent. As it is more convergent, it will focus in front of the retina, slightly in front of the retina. So we have 3 points here. Let's assume this is A, this is A closer to retina, AC I'll put, and this is A further from the original object, right? Similarly, instead of this, here I'll put image I image I which is far from retina, IF, which is closer to retina, IC. Just for the understanding purpose, we are donating this, indicating that. Now, as I told earlier, understand the concept clearly now. As I told earlier, when the eyes focus at object A, when the eyes focus at object A, that means of course when you are seeing near, there should be some kind of accommodation, and with the help of the accommodation you are seeing the object A. But it is seen that when you change this distance slightly closer or slightly farther, of course the light will focus slightly in front and slightly behind the retina, but then also the object is seen clearly. When you change the slight distance, then also the object is seen clearly without changing accommodation. That is the main point you have to understand. Without changing, because if you change accommodation, any distance you can make it clear. But when you focus at some object, but in that object, when you change the slight distance in front and slight distance behind, slight distance closer and slight distance, little distance backward, then the range at which this is the range of distance where the object is seen clearly. This distance is known as depth of field. The range of distance from this original focus distance, the range of distance slightly closer and slightly farther from the original distance where the object can be seen clearly without change in accommodation, that range of distance is known as depth of field. Then same conjugate here, you see here, image is focused on the retina, original object focused at the retina, but even though image is from slightly in front or slightly behind the retina, still the image is seen clearly. So still the image is seen clearly without change in accommodation. So this range, the range of distance, so this range of distance is known as depth of focus. Range of distance in image space. This range of distance in image space where the image is seen clearly when it is focused slightly in front and slightly behind the retina. So this range of distance is known as depth of focus. And here the range of distance in object space where this object is seen clearly when slight change in distance, slightly in front and slightly behind, when accommodation is at rest, not rest, accommodation is at without change in accommodation. So such range of distance is known as depth of field, right? So depth of field is in object space, depth of focus is in image space, but both are conjugate with each other. And without change in accommodation is not at rest, because accommodation is at there, because their eyes focus for some certain distance. That means for this distance accommodation should be there, but without, you have to understand is, without change in accommodations, this range where you can see clearly, this is called depth of field. The conjugate is depth of focus. I hope you have understood this clearly and your concept is clear. Thank you for watching these lectures. Thank you.